We will go to the next subheading in this series, uh, great book series, History of Civilization by Ajud Dev sir. And the subheading now is West and Central Africa. What happened in West and Central Africa? In 1878, with the financial assistance of King Leopold II of Belgium, H.M. Stanley founded the International Congo Association, which made over 400 treaties with African chiefs. They did not understand that by placing their marks on bits of paper, they were transferring their land to the Congo Association in exchange for cloth or other articles of no great value. Stanley acquired large tracts of land by these methods. In 1885, some 2.3 million square kilometers, rich in rubber and ivory, became the Congo Free State, with Leopold as its king. Stanley called the occupation of Congo the present Zaire, ZAIRE, a unique humanitarian and political enterprise, but it began with brutal exploitation of the Congo people. They were forced to collect rubber and ivory. Leopold alone is said to have made a profit of over $20 million. The treatment of the Congolese people was so bad that even other colonial powers were shocked. To give an example of the brutality, soldiers of the Congo Free State chopped off the hands of the defiant villagers and brought them as souvenirs. In 1908, Leopold was compelled to hand over the Congo Free State to the Belgian government, and it became known as a Belgian Congo. Gradually, Congo's gold, diamond, uranium, timber, and copper became more important than her rubber and ivory. Many of the countries, including England and the United States, joined Belgium in exploiting these resources. The company which controlled the copper resources of Katanga province, present Shaba, was one of the biggest copper companies in the world. This company, jointly owned by English and Belgian interests, played a very big role in Congo's political affairs. Locate the Niger River, the second great river of Western Africa, on the map. The control over the Niger meant the control over the land with rich resources. The British had occupied a part of this region called Nigeria to get slaves for export to their plantations in America. The British company took the initiative in the conquest of Nigeria. For a time, there was a sharp rivalry with the French company. But in the end, the British company was able to buy out the French and became the ruler of Nigeria. After a few years, the British government declared Nigeria a protectorate of Britain. In West Africa, Britain also occupied Gambia, Ashanti, Gold Coast, and Sierra Leone. When Stanley was carving out the empire for King Leopold in Congo, a Frenchman, De Brazza, was active north of the Congo River. Following the methods of Stanley, De Brazza won the area for France. This area became what was until recently called the French Congo, with its capital town named Brazzaville after De Brazza. On Africa's west coast, Senegal had been occupied by France earlier. Now France set out to extend her empire in West Africa. Soon she obtained Dahomey, present Benin, the Ivory Coast, and the French Guinea. By the year 1900, the French Empire extended further into the interior. More territories were added to the West African conquest after 1900, and French West Africa came to include present Senegal, French Guinea, the Ivory Coast, Dahomey, Mauritania, French Sudan, Upper Volta, and Niger territory. The French conquest resulted in brutal exploitation of the people everywhere in Africa. For example, in the period of only 20 years, the population of the French Congo was reduced to one third of its former size. After 1880, Germany also got very interested in possessions in Africa. First, she occupied an area called Togoland on the west coast. Soon after, the Cameroons, a little farther south. Still farther south, the Germans established themselves in southwest Africa, where, to suppress local rebels, more than half of the population was exterminated. But these conquests did not satisfy Germany. She wanted the Portuguese colonies of Angola and Mozambique and Congo for herself. Before the First World War started, England and Germany agreed to partition Angola and Mozambique between themselves, but the war shattered Germany's dreams. After the war, when the German colonies were given to the victorious powers, Togoland and the Cameroons were divided between England and France, and German Southwest Africa was given to South Africa. Spain had only two colonies on the western coast of Africa, Rio de Oro, Spanish Sahara, and Spanish Guinea. Portugal possessed valuable regions of Angola and Portuguese Guinea. Thus, with the exception of Liberia, the whole of West Africa was divided up among the Europeans. Liberia was settled by slaves who had been freed in America. Though she remained independent, she came increasingly under the influence of the United States, particularly the American investors in rubber plantations. The next subheading is South Africa, which we'll do in the next video.